Each summer we focus on the world of a specific composer, his or her friends and enemies, teachers and students, sometimes figures that didn't even have a biographical connection but defined the world of the time. And this year is Bohuslav Martinů, who is a very cosmopolitan composer. He was born in the Czech lands, what is now the Czech Republic, but he eventually left and moved to Paris. He spent a lot of time in America. He moved back to Europe and died in Switzerland. And so the worlds of Martinů are really quite extensive and surprising. He was a figure that had to move around because of the rise of Nazism, because of the takeover of his homeland by the communists. He finds himself having to live in different places. We're invited to think about how this may be reflected in his music.
Now, what's interesting about Martinů is that he was almost permanently in his career an exile, an emigre, and he was intensely prolific. There is an immense output of operas, songs, chamber music, and orchestral works, and theater works of various kinds. He, as a composer, was very eclectic. He didn't have one style, really. So he modulated from one style to another.
Some have a folk-like character connected with his Czech upbringing and memories of childhood, but he spends a long time in Paris. Ravel was a classmate of his. Neoclassicism is the style of the time. America and Europe at the time was fascinated by jazz, and so the sounds of jazz worked their way into his music. He also was a teacher. He taught at Princeton, the Mannes School of Music, Tanglewood during the summer. So the world that we're exploring includes people that he came into contact with in America, be it a colleague and friend like Aaron Copland or David Diamond. Sometimes it's figures that have no personal connection to the composer, but is part of the world or part of the legacy. Frank Zappa, that sort of represents what happened when Czechoslovakia became free again. Joan Tower, who's taught at Bard for over 50 years now, and a wonderful chamber piece of hers, Petrushkates. The contemporary Czech composer and performer Iva Bytová.
He never bores you. He never overstays his welcome as a composer. And he had a real sense of the beauty and the uniqueness of instrumental sounds. So we're trying to survey his career in a way of introducing the public to a composer we know they'll like, and that is compelling, it also makes you smile, and it also has a great deal of work that is simply profound without being didactic. The entire festival not only brings forth Martinů as a less well-known composer and brings chamber music, songs, and choral work, as well as symphonic work, to the attention of the public in a way that we know they'll like, really something every listener can relate to.